What's up, 12-year-olds? James Charles here. I was in math class just earlier today when this girl started saying some crazy shit, and I figured, hey, it would make a good YouTube video, so here we are. Since I can't use her real name because it's a YouTube video, and she's an emo, I think I'm just gonna call her Lucy. It's a very fitting name. The first part of my math class is pretty normal, or at least as normal as it can get. And I'm just sitting there doing my math, when all of a sudden I hear some straight up Arkham Thug dialogue. Lucy said she tried to bite a guy's inner thigh because she thought it would be funny. I turn around in shock and simply ask, what the fuck? And keep in mind, she's within earshot of the teacher. She then continues on and says that she ended up biting his dick. She didn't give any further details, and I just stared there with a deadpan look on my face. And I guess at this point she realized she revealed too much. She stopped talking, but I'm pretty sure the teacher heard because he did look a little shocked. But I don't think he wanted to deal with it because he's not paid enough for this shit. That or he was scared of this emo girl charging at him and biting his dick off like a rabid pit bull. This reminds me of an old stand-up bit from Ron Shock.
A man tried to force a woman to orally copulate him. She bit off his penis. Bit it off. Bit it off. Didn't like nibble on it. Didn't caress it gently. She bit it off. Chomp. Ooh.
But for real, I don't know how badly this emo girl bit his dick. I don't know who it is, but poor bastard's probably gonna get scared looking at women smiling in toothpaste commercials. A lot of women say they would rather be trapped in the woods with a bear than a man, which is BS, but in my case it's actually true. I actually would rather be trapped in the woods with a bear than this girl. But on a side note, I do think the fact that she's emo makes this funnier. This shit sounds like it's straight out of Twilight or something. And later she got angry at me because I pulled up this magnificent image of Nikocado Avocado devouring a bunch of hot dogs. And I pointed to it and I said, "This is you." And I think she misinterpreted it and thought I was calling her fat, which I would never do. She even got all of her makeup stuff out after. To be clear, I didn't say she was fat. I was saying she's a slut. And every time I brought it up, she said it was irrelevant and I was eavesdropping before. But I was not. If you're yelling about how you're biting dicks, then people are going to hear. And they're going to have some choice words for you. I hate this thing so many girls do where they talk about their sexual escapades where everyone can hear shamelessly. You have to hear every nitty-gritty, disgusting little detail. And if you say anything about it, they'll accuse you of eavesdropping. I'm not eavesdropping. I just don't have severe hearing damage. And I'm right next to you, so unfortunately I have to hear every nitty-gritty detail. If you want to talk about your sexual escapades, either do it somewhere else or do it quietly. And it's kind of funny to see so many women coping and pretending men are attracted to this shit. And maybe some are, but I don't think most men want to be cupped. The fact that you've been with 25 dudes isn't a selling point. That's not experience, that's double dipping. A while ago online, I saw this urinal design where it's just a hole in the wall. Everybody agrees that is completely fucking disgusting. And why? Because in order to use this urinal, you have to stick your dick in something that other dicks have been in.
You fucking sexist. Are you comparing women to objects?
Yeah, on a purely sanitary level. If anything, it's probably more sanitary to stick your dick in this urinal because it won't give you fucking herpes. If you touch something that someone with lip herpes touch, you probably won't get herpes. If you kiss a person with lip herpes, then you probably will get it. I don't think this video is going to get any views, but I hope it does, just that way a new online debate can be sparked. Are you more likely to get an STD from this urinal or from this woman? And in conclusion, being a slut is not a selling point. Fucking 1057 men is not a selling point. That's disgusting, both morally and, well, just physically. And I just have a slight suspicion, that all the men who are saying that they want a woman with experience are either cucks or simps, or both. But anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. And the message of this video is to stay away from emo girls because they'll bite your dick. Bye.